So, Keir Starmer, you're in The Hague today, talking tough on tackling illegal immigration. You would like to see, if Labour came into power, it being on a par with terrorism. Can you explain to our viewers how you see this working, how you're going to track down these people traffickers, how you're going to freeze their assets when they're so hard to find in the first place?
Yeah, I can do. Behind me is Europol. I think you can just about see the building here in The Hague. In that building are police teams from across different countries sharing intelligence, working out plans about how to deal with, in particular, terrorist gangs, drug gangs. Europol is alongside that. That's where prosecutors join them. When I was director of prosecutions, public prosecutions, I had staff in Eurojust, and we sat down and we took operational decisions. Where's the intelligence in relation to these gangs? How can we interrupt them, and how can we prosecute them? What I want to talk about today with Europol is how we do more of that in relation to the gangs that are running the vile trade of putting people into boats.
So can I just ask, are Europol not currently working with our government at all on this?
Yes, they are, but I think we need to go further, and that's why I say we've got to have an agreement in place, a security agreement that allows us to do a number of things, share intelligence in real time. That's vitally important. Draw up joint operations. And I'm particularly interested in discussing today how we stop the boats getting in the water in the first place. Yeah. It's pretty clear to me from what I've seen and heard and read that the boats that are currently being used, they're bigger boats, as you know, holding about 50 to 80 people. They're being manufactured for this vile trade. They're being transported across several countries to that coast in France. We need to have an operation that intercepts that, smashes it, and brings these criminals to justice. And it's a mindset issue as much as anything. The reason that the operations here work so well is because they deal with terrorist cases. I think we need to put this vile trade, you know, putting people into boats, in the same sort of category so that it's dealt with as seriously. Well, so that rather than having, you know, gimmicks from the government about what we do when people are already in the UK, that we actually smash this and stop people getting into the water in the first place.
No one would argue that that's something that everybody would like to see. I think part of your proposed plans is that in return for being able to send back anybody that comes across the channel in a boat straight back to France, we would take our fair share of asylum seekers who were trying to come to Europe. What's the number that you would be happy to take?
Can I just clarify that?
Yes,
because there are two different stages here. The first stage is how do you work with police forces across countries to ensure that you stop people getting into the boats in the first place and smash this vile trade. And that is about working here in Europol, working across Europe, to ensure that the criminals are brought down, that they are treated in the same way that we treat terrorists. So that's stage one. The question of whether people can then be returned only applies if people are still getting across the channel. And what I want to do is to stop the trade, stop this vile business in the first place. But to answer your question, yes, of course, where people have got across, what we need to do is process their claims as quickly as possible. And where people are not allowed to stay in the UK, we need to return them. And at the moment, we've got a farcical situation where we've got tens of thousands of people in hotels waiting to be processed. Sometimes now these cases are taking up to 4 years and they're costing £2 billion to the taxpayer in hotel bills every year. That's not sustainable. But the discussions I'm having today are very much about the first stage, because I'm absolutely determined. Because I spent 5 years working with some of the police forces here, I know, I've seen this done and been part of the operations where terrorist gangs have been brought down. I want to see the same determination applied to this vile trade. And I absolutely, genuinely believe it can be done.
They move quickly across the sand as the day breaks on a beach near Dunkirk. And although the police are present, they do nothing to stop this caravan of people. This is the first chance to cross for many of these migrants, and it will be the last leg of a journey that started months ago.
It's just after 5 in the morning, and you can see this group over here, about 50 people, now trying to get on board the boat. This process has been going on already for about 20-25 minutes. The boat has come from another area along the coast and has come here to pick them up. But here are the police, they're just watching all of this going on. They're not trying to stop them from getting aboard the boat. And this is now being played out over and over again, particularly on days like today when the conditions are very calm. And very soon, of course, this will be another small boat heading towards the UK.
The vessel is dangerously overloaded, floating haphazardly. A baby is yanked onto the boat as they yell out for more people to climb aboard. And although the dinghy is taking on water, which is scooped out with a shoe, the crossing continues as the police on the beach look on, unable or unwilling to intervene. I asked why they did nothing to stop this crossing.
It's for their safety. There are children there. We're not going to throw grenades at them. It's inhumane, but it's sad.
French police protocol and international law mean that once a vessel is afloat, especially with families on board, intervention becomes risky and legally complex. And more migrants are trying to cross to the UK every year. Fleeing war, persecution and economic collapse, they set up camp here. And it is in these places near the beach that they connect with smugglers.
It's 4 a.m. and the people smugglers are out on the beaches of northern France. As we watch, a dinghy draws up and dozens of people climb aboard. It's fast and efficient. The boat leaves and the smugglers wave off their clients, now heading towards the UK, and then they run off.
Stop.
The sea is calm, and today business is booming. Approaching the shore, a dinghy with 5 smugglers on board. In essence, it's a taxi boat coming to collect. A police boat makes waves to try to block the dinghy's route, but it gets past, and the smugglers beckon the crowds of hopeful migrants. There's a surge, a rush to get to the boat. Children and babies are carried. Life jackets thrown on. A woman drifts away. She's struggling to swim. She will eventually be pulled aboard the boat by the smugglers. And watching from the beach, a long line of police who monitor, but under French law, can't intervene. It's hard to think of a more brazen example of people smuggling across the channel. Look over there, there are dozens of people desperately clambering to get onto that boat. It is a chaotic scene, but it's being watched by a police boat out in the sea and by dozens of French police officers on the beach.
I'm in Sangatte in northern France. Now, over the course of the last few weeks, we have been in contact with various different human traffickers who've been exporting people from beaches like this over the channel and into Britain. Now, we have handed all of their personal information over to the security services in Britain. However, it feels a little bit like not a lot is being done about that. So what we decided to do is come here directly to the source and try to meet these people individually and then send over any information we get from them here to the French authorities. So what I'm going to do right now is send my live location to the 8 or so human traffickers that I currently have in my phone book, and we'll see if they get back to me and we'll try to meet them. So that's what I'll do right now. There we go. Okay, so that's been sent. We'll see what we get back. But what we're hoping for is that if we're lucky, we might be able to get their faces on record. We might be able to get number plates for the driving cars on record. And we can just hand that over to the authorities, and hopefully the French police will do something about that. So within seconds, one of the most prolific people smugglers that we've been in contact with has already sent us a destination where they want us to meet them, and then they think they're going to be taking us to Britain. So that location is about half an hour away from here. We're going to drive there now. We're going to get there. We're going to see if we can meet them. So there we are. So we have checked into the hotel. As you can see, I have got changed, and I am going to try to meet with one of the human traffickers who immediately sent us his exact location. However, in the meantime, another human trafficker has sent us a voice note. So shall we just listen to this?
Bro, what are you doing for Cologne? I speak you Dunkirk. Go to Dunkirk, you call me. I send you another people. Take you.
Okay. All right. So he wants us to go to Dunkirk, which is actually where the other human trafficker is as well. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try to meet both of them, get their faces on camera, whatever we can get on camera, and just hand that over to the authorities and hopefully show really how easily it can be done to smash the gangs if you really want to. Let's find out, eh? We've been given a location to meet a human trafficker, and we are on our way there now. We are 16 minutes away. Now, as you can see, the weather is obviously not ideal, but we're not here for the boat crossings, and actually this weather means it's working in our favour because they can't cross the channel today with the weather like this. So the camps are going to be absolutely jam-packed with people waiting for the next bit of good weather to get across the channel. So, like I said, this guy has given us his exact location. We're on our way there now. I really want to ask him, you know, how easy does he find it? Is he afraid of the law at all? Does he have any kind of conscience? You know, people die in the channel. And also, really, just trying to get any identifying feature. So if we can get his face on camera, if we can get anything that really pinpoints this is who this guy is, so we can hand that over to the French police so that hopefully they can then do something about it. We are just 1 minute away now, and this is the location he said to me. Now, from memory, when I was here last time, obviously the weather was much better, so people were walking more around. But yeah, you can see it, can't you? I mean, there you go. This is the hub, and in fact, actually, just over there, there is a huge migrant camp. So we'll probably nip there later. But we're now approaching the location which he sent us, and you can see, in fact, so we're probably 400 meters away, and there's a lot of people. I mean, maybe they're meeting him as well, really. Bear in mind how brazen this guy is, right? So he puts his WhatsApp phone number on TikTok. He's not afraid of the law. He doesn't care. He's not afraid of getting caught. Nothing. So in fact, this is it, isn't it? This is where he sells to me. All right, well, we'll park up in a second, I think, and I'll get out and I think probably sit by the side of the road, let him know I'm here. Let's see if we can meet this guy. All right, let's see if we can do what various different international security agencies tell us that they are incapable of doing. All right. We've reached the location now where our human trafficker thinks he's going to meet us. It's worth noting just how brazen this guy is, right? So he is an Iraqi man. We can tell that from his phone number. His profile picture is next to a helicopter with 2 guns. Look at that. I mean, I'm going to get out now and see if I can meet this guy. He thinks I'm a Vietnamese migrant. He's going to bring me across the channel, and I want to know a bit about him, really. hopefully we can get enough details that the police can arrest him and stop him bringing people to England illegally. So let's go. All right. Hello. How are you? Are you okay? You've sent me a location to say I should meet you here.
No speak English.
You don't speak English. It's just you spoke English when you messaged me before, didn't you? Let me just read some of the messages. Is that okay? I'm just going to read some of the messages. Yeah. So the messages say, go here now. And you sent me a precise location. Hang on a minute. You sent me a precise location and told me to meet you here to help get me across the channel. Are you a human trafficker? No?
No.
But I think you might be banged to rights. Look, we've got your face, we've got your name, we've got your number. What's your name? What's your name?
No speak English.
Don't speak English. Okay. All right. So, do you help get people into Britain? Break into Britain? No. Where are you from? What country? Can I ask what country you're from? Look, we've got messages here from you, so we know it's you. Yeah, but you speak English when you message me, so I know you speak English. What country are you from?
I'm Kurdish.
You're Kurdish, okay. So, do you ever worry about when you send people across the channel, they might die? What? You don't have any issues with that, no? What if when they get to Britain, they commit a crime, you help them get across? Do you make a lot of money out of it?
No speak English.
You do speak English. I know you speak English. I know you speak English because you messaged me. Okay? All right. I know you speak English. Do you make a lot of money out of smuggling people across the channel? Are you worried that the police might stop you ever?
I speak English.
No?
I speak English.
Okay. Well, there we go. It's as easy as that. We've got their faces on record, and we know it's them because they've sent us messages, exact locations, and the only reason they came up from there was to see us. So we know it's them. They are the human traffickers who are bringing people across. We're going to hand all of this over to the French police and see if anything can be done about it. So moments ago we were down that road there in the migrant camp and we identified a human trafficker very easily. Well, as I was doing that, I got another message from another smuggler who is apparently desperate to meet me, and it's just back there, I think. So we're going to turn the car around and we're going to see if we can get another one on camera. And again, this is all about showing how easy it is, right? If you turn up here, you bother to make contact with them, and you bring a camera with you, then you can very easily identify who the human traffickers are. And if you were in law enforcement, you could stop it, right? So we're going to pull up over here somewhere. I'm going to get out. We're going to see if we can meet this chap. So let's see how we go. I am now going to send him my location, which is exactly where he said to meet. So I'm going to share that with the human trafficker for 15 minutes so he can see it. There you go. I'll expect to hear back from him now any second. But look, hey, I mean, this is a hotspot, right? You can see it, or everywhere you look around here, it's an illegal migrant hotspot. So he's obviously around here somewhere. Yeah, and I think the best thing to do is for me to, well, get out and, you know, I'll walk away a little bit, so it'll also come on my own. Yeah, brilliant. Here, I think. Good stuff. Yeah, and we'll just see if we can get him. Let's see if we can get another one. I then went and sat on a bridge for about 10 minutes. I had the white scarf on. I received some messages. He said, "What are you wearing?" So I told him I'm wearing a white scarf. I asked what the name of the person that I was supposed to meet was. He said it was Mala. And then, well, what happened was, as I was sitting on the bridge, I saw a man emerge. He saw my scarf. He started waving at me, beckoned me to come over. So I went over, and this is what happened. Mala, my name is Patrick Christie's. I do a show on GB News, and you are a human trafficker. We've got your face, we've got your details, we've got everything that we need to report you to the police. So the French police are going to have all of this information. Just come on, talk to me. Why not talk to me? Look, the game's up. It's finished. Just talk to me. Come on. Why do you help people break into Britain? Come on, Mala. You know, talk to me. We know who you are. Come on. You might as well. Where are you from? What's your nationality? If people die in the Channel after you have helped them to come to Britain, do you lose any sleep over that? Does that affect you? Or what about if people go on and commit like a crime in Britain after you've helped them come to Britain? Come on, talk to me. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. It's okay. I just want to know why you do it. Why do you do it? Why?
What do you want?
I want to know.
Not talking with me.
Come on. I want to know, why do you help people come to Britain illegally?
With me, bro.
All right. You know, it's not nice for people in Britain to know that there are people like you here who are helping people break into our country. What was that? Are you afraid of now that maybe you might be arrested and deported? We've got your face, we've got your information, we've got your phone number. The human trafficker that we've just snared has a WhatsApp photograph of him with 2 guns and a helicopter. He obviously has foot soldiers. One of them is the bloke that we just met there. Since stitching him up, really, he has tried to call us twice and said, bro, what's happening? I think we should probably call him, try to get him to account for his actions, really, helping people break into Britain. Let's video him, shall we? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's okay. Oh, I think he's blocked me now. Couldn't place call because he's not registered on WhatsApp. Well, he tried calling me a couple of times, didn't he? So there we go. Look, I think the overbearing message here is that, like, if you want to find out who the smugglers are, you can just very easily do that, and you can get their faces and you can get them on record. When Keir Starmer says, you know, we're going to smash the gangs, well, is he? How? I mean, we've just found like 3 today alone. So anyway.